Hello and welcome everyone to episode 2 of what I've been playing. Now, a lot of you said last week you wanted to see the games I've been playing, so we're doing that. I've been only playing Far Cry 5 this week, so we've just got some Far Cry 5 footage running in the background here. Now, I want to talk about the good in this game first because I have some queries and sort of negative points against Far Cry that I want to tackle in the back end of this video. So, essentially, I love the open world, simply just exploring, going after collectibles, taking out outposts, doing just random missions, even if most of them are sort of, fetchy quests. It's fun. You can't deny that. The gameplay gives you a decent amount of weapons to choose from. Now, I do think maybe they overdo the aerial enemies. That sort of can be a bit of annoyance, especially when you're on foot and maybe you don't have an RPG or anything with you. You're trying to pick off planes that are dropping bombs. That can be a little bit of a pain, but it's fun. That's fun. Now, the other thing I really do enjoy is the fact you've got some AI teammates to come with you. So far, I've been able to have two with me, and for the most part, they do a decent job. Mind you, have been a few times where I'm dying next to them and they're sitting there going, I'm under fire, help me, whilst I die, and then that's it. So that's frustrating. The other thing I did really enjoy was the opening to this game. It had that sort of creepy religious cult feel. It was really actually very terrifying in a way. How he was able to manipulate all these people. That's Joseph Seed I'm talking about. The Seed family, which is essentially what you're taking down in the game. But that's where the game sort of lost me a little bit. Now, like I said, this is ongoing, so I've only taken down one of the Seed family so far. There's still another two to go before I even tackle the main one. Now, the few issues I've had is that there's a decent amount of glitches that I've come into. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I was doing the final boss battle, if you will, with John Seed, which was in planes. We were both in planes. Now, he flew into me. We both died. We respawned, and it just factored in that he had died. And that was it. And that was the mission. So I thought there was just a strange occurrence that happened to me, but apparently it's happened to 4 other people. So I'm curious to see how many other people had just a broken experience during that fight. But there's been other times where I've had to sort of die and reset a mission because I couldn't undo or untie a hostage. It was just a little side mission, but I couldn't untie them, so I had to go in and just kill myself to get through the mission, unfortunately. But my main issue that I'm going to sort of focus on for the rest of the video is the story mode structure that Far Cry 5 has chosen. Now, they have tried to make it different, to progress through the game. It's almost like Breath of the Wild in a way. You get dropped in. You got 3 different people to take after. Go and do it. Whichever one you want. They sort of navigate you towards one of them, but you can go anywhere you want, really. So I do like that aspect, but it's not particularly done too well because the story missions themselves have you sort of taking down all the side missions in the game, building up resistance points, and then when you hit a certain point in a certain area, the game will just go, no, it is time for the cutscenes. Legitimately, they will knock you out mid-exploration, wherever you are, and take you to the cutscenes. Now, it's very jarring. It's kind of annoying, especially if you tracked a long way. Let's say you save a hostage, and for some reason that's ticked you to the point where story happens. Now, you'll be sort of just teleported over there, and that's it. It's quite frustrating. I don't like the way they've done the story missions at all, and how they've really sort of taken away that freedom because they'll just rip you out of what you're doing. It's sort of like your best aspect here is the open world, yet you're just ripping me out of it to go do the story. Now, I'm all fine going for the story. I have every intention to do it, but the game is so set on doing it when it decides it is time. It's very jarring. I'm not a big fan of it. The other thing I had, just a random thing that happened to me a little bit earlier on. I was simply just flying around the map, and I must have flown over a mission, and it popped up saying I was in the mission. I was like, oh, that's strange. I'm heading over here. It said I had exited the mission, reset me, and back on foot in front of the mission. So I lost my helicopter. I wasn't able to go and get the collectible I was after up in the mountains. And then now I was set to do this mission simply because I had flown over it. Very strange. There's a lot of clumsy things in Far Cry 5, which is a shame because there is some good basis gameplay exploration here. So that's sort of an ongoing impressions. I'll have a full review hopefully in a week or two, depending. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of Far Cry 5, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, make sure you keep on gaming.